What's going on, guys? This is the patch with Sin, so if it's in the future, my bad. Some of this information might be outdated, but you'll get over it. First, I want to say this match is pretty much footsies and not getting put in the corner, right? So the nice thing is Potemkin has about the same range as Ramlethal. You can play footsies with her. A lot of characters can't, which is nice. That one's more weird, but yeah, so you pretty much just want to stay mid-screen and try to beat them in footsies. That's the majority of this matchup. Obviously, you want to get a hard knockdown, get pressure, Potemkin things, but neutral, you're not trying to make any giant leaps forward without meter. You're not taking risks. One little risk can put you in the corner of this matchup, so you're trying to play fairly safe, which brings me to my next thing. If you do get pressure and you get her in the corner, if you get pushed back to like this far, you don't want to approach her again. You want to back up instead. If I'm ever at this range, I backdash. Why? Because they're going to try to get out of the corner with multiple methods, right? One of the most popular things they do is this shit, right? And so if I was at this range and I'm going to approach, they're out. I'm in the corner. Does that make sense? You don't want to give them a chance to put you in the corner. So they'll usually do that. They'll either try to run and throw you in the corner. They'll do whatever it takes. If they have meter, they'll just try to hit you until they get to the other side because they can corner carry. So what I'm trying to say is if they block you out, if your pressure doesn't work and you get pushed around this distance, back dash, because look what happens when she jumps now. I can keep her in the corner, kinda, you know what I mean? I can keep her, as long as I stay out of the corner, that's okay. And like I said, you want to stay mid-stage on this. Don't want to put yourself in the corner ever, because Potemkin has a really tough time getting out of the corner. So, this is where she thrives. This is where your Potemkin's the worst at. Bad combo. I do want to point out, 6P can be useful, but she has a disjoint, so if you 6P sometimes like this, you're not going to hit them. You have to be pretty close to get the 6P where her hand is. The sword is disjoint. That's on both of her long-range normals, too. So her 5H, same thing, where you have to be in that certain close range. See how long the disjoint is? Because I'll get hit right here, but I can't 6P it from right there. So just better to get in this range, backdash out with punish. Oftentimes when they get desperate, they'll run in and either slash or 2K like this. If you see they're starting to run forward, instead of your big normals like they're desperate to get in, 5K is great. 5K is great. You'll stuff them usually as fast recovery. It's very good for that reason. So very low risk for you. You can still get punished if they do slash, but very low risk. Good button to use. 2P is always great. 2P is always a good button check if they're going to run in because it has more range. 8-frame startup, so faster startup. Always good, just a little quick poke. Jab is not very recommended in this matchup because you can hit her when she's running, but when they press like any button, you're going to jab right over them. So I don't recommend using jab, this stuff. 5K, 2P, and if you're feeling greedy, sweep. But sweep is like really early on in the run, not something you want to react with, something you want to read with. Quick tip, if you just block her Rekkas, you can throw it, and it's true. See? You can throw it off the first jab, or first Rekka, second Rekka. Third Rekka is punishable if they don't meter, but yeah. Try to just block and throw. If you guys didn't know this, you can flick the swords when they're on the wall. You can flick both of them. Doesn't matter if it's a high or low one. You can flick both. Pretty nice. However, most Ramlethal players know this, right? So they'll do something like this. So they can, while you're doing flick, they can hit your flick and you'll get hit by it anyway, right? So just a forewarning, but yeah, you can flick it. It catches them off guard all the time. I am not a Ram player, so I'm not going to attempt to show it to you. However, Potemkin's back Mega Fist goes in the air frame 1. I get so many Ramlethal players asking me, what the fuck do I do about back Mega Fist? Because he's the only character in the game that instantly gets put in the air like that, besides Mei with her Dolphins. But Dolphins linger on the ground long enough so that Ramlethal players don't mind it. Potemkin, he instantly goes in the air and drops down. So I'm saying a lot of her pressure, they have to be more frame tight because Potemkin can go in the air so fast. So, no joke, if you're finding a Ram, just test. Test if they know how to deal with back Mega Fist. Fuck it. Throw it out. It's scrubby. Fuck it. Do it. Trust me, it will work. Just like every matchup, if they're spamming jumps a lot, you gotta just really master doing a Kara Heat Knuckle. You'll grab them out of the air a lot. You can't react with it when they do this button, when it's a back dash like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you can read it. You can just throw it out. This is very safe, so you can block. They usually won't whiff punish you on it. So if they are jumping a lot, take a note of that and get used to doing this. 6P is good too if you think they're just randomly going to go in, but 6P, this if you see they jump a lot. If not, just pay attention to footsies. One thing though is this button is a disjoint, so be careful if they do it from this far away, because see, look, from this distance I'll get hit, but same thing from this distance, I can't anti-air her. I can clash, but I can't anti-air because of the disjoint. So Ram's reversal super is one of the fastest in the game with the range. Fast and has long range. So a lot of stuff Pod does, she can just punish it with pressing this button, right? So if you just hit 5H, they can punish you with more Beto or whatever the fuck it's called. That super, her reversal super. So be aware of that. Only really good Ramlethal players are going to do this. But just know it's a thing with 5H. If you are stuck in the corner, bag Mega Fist, like I said, is pretty good. Try to save your meter. It's good to push blocker on some instances, but you want to save meter up, so you don't want to push block everything, because you want to get meter to get out of the corner. So, get meter, do a Mega Fist to pressure to get out of the corner, or just do something like this, where you just hammer fall into quick RC Garuda, because then you relieve pressure off yourself and put the pressure onto them, right? So just doing that is pretty good. You get mix. You see what I'm saying? You just don't want to use... I recommend saving your meter for emergency situations instead of using it to get extra damage or something. But that's just my recommendation. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully something in there helped you out a little bit. If not, get fucked. Have a good one.